Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be checking out an Ameriqual Foods government handout MRE. These are usually handed out during disasters when either state or a county declares a natural disaster emergency. They're handed out in cases of 12. So the menu that we have today is a home-style vegetables and sauce with noodles and chicken. This one is a reduced sodium. It's got a date on here of 177th day of 2020. So it's got a little bit on it. Let's check to see how it held up. Should be fine. I was gonna see if everything would pull out at once, but of course not. So let's leave this bag over here. We're gonna need that. Alright, so that main home-style vegetables and sauce with noodles and chicken is 9 ounces, 400 calories. It's pretty good for a main, 400 calories. Not bad. So I think let's go ahead and get this heater going, but I was hoping, there's a pack of salt in here, but it's not very big. It's this heater here. It's got a little bit of age on it. So you know what we're gonna do. This is not really enough for this. We're gonna try to help it with this salt pack. And I get a lot of, well, I don't get a lot, but I get some people that tell me that this does not work, and yes, it does. Sodium does help with these heaters. And also, I have noticed that aerating them, because you can have them sealed shut, and you fold it over, and when you go to open it, it's like a fire. It kicks back up. So, you just have to play around with them for a little bit. Once you get a hang of it. But this one's, yeah, once they start pushing 5 years, it's kind of tricky. Let's see if we can do it. That should be enough. Yep, right to the line. Get that salt in there. Get it to dissolve. Let's see. These elements wet. Let's see if we've got a heater. Kind of let it do its thing for a second. Here's our heater sleeve. Get it ready. So far, we have nothing. So, it could take a minute. So what we'll do is we'll just put everything in there. And we will put it to the side and see if it fires. And if it doesn't, well then we're eating a cold meal, because if you had nowhere else to way to heat it, and that's generally how I like to do my reviews, is if this is if it's a natural disaster, then you didn't have anything to heat your meal by, and you're relying on that. Anyway, so let's finish out the accessory kit. We do have a spork. We've got a pack of King's Packaging pepper. We also have gluten-free, sodium-free seasoning. We've got one napkin. Let's get rid of that. We also have a sweet potato grape smoothie. This is comes in at 360 calories for this pouch. These are always funky. but that does seem to be our drink. Here we've got a pack of standard crackers from Ameriqual, 170 calories, with a date of the 160th day of 2020. And then, of course, we're going to have our sunflower butter. And even though these are civilian, I always found it funny that they put, you know, thank you for your service on there. Which is odd. This sunflower butter is actually really good. But you got to make sure and mix it up because it separates. Matter of fact, when it does, it kind of turns super watery. So you want to mix that up a little bit. Let's take a look at this heater again. I do not feel anything. I do not feel anything whatsoever. That's a complete dud. Alright, well, let's start getting everything out on the tray. Alright. Let's go ahead and start off with our smoothie here. These, I mean, when it comes to calories, you're not going to be picky, obviously, and you're just going to eat it, but these are not my fave. They don't taste bad. They're kind of funky. They're real thick. Super sweet, by the way. In my opinion, probably been better just to, if you were going to eat it, just eat it out of the bag and just squirt it straight in your mouth. Because when you'll see when you try to, well, as you can see, how very slow out of the glass. So eating directly out of the pouch would be much better. That way you can squeeze the bag. Let's try out this, see what's going on here. Matter of fact, I noticed that this packaging is starting to delam or delaminate. So that's kind of, for me, that's when you know that something is starting to, because these were stored really well. But that's kind of like when it's starting to turn. Packages delaminate. Yeah, this heater is a no-go. Matter of fact, I'm just going to prop it up over here and see if get any life out of it. Anyway, boys, we are eating, boys and girls, we are eating a cold meal today because we had no other way to heat it. We could have heated it on the engine of a fire truck, I guess. A military vehicle. If we had a way to boil water, we could have boiled it in that water. And that's it. It's not a very big meal, you know? It's kind of like straight to the point. I'm just going to go ahead and add this salt, or I mean this pepper and that seasoning, which is not a whole lot. Better than nothing. You get more seasoning than you do pepper. Well, we had the salt too, but sacrificed it for the greater good of getting that heater going, which It's kind of getting warm, I guess. Making more noise than it normally would. Well, let's see what we've got. We got vegetables, we got peas, and we got some carrots here. I mean, honestly, it's not bad cold. It's a little on the sweet side, though. And I've noticed a lot of government rations tend to have a lot of sugar in them. Especially like the spaghetti and ravioli ones. Still very edible cold. Not bad at all. Let's try this guy out. Super thick and super overpoweringly sweet. Wow. Little tart too. Try one of these by itself. Seem pretty good though. Not bad. That sunflower butter is kind of kick ass, to be honest. Ah, that's very good. Very, very good. Let's check this out. Nah. She's a dud. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I don't think last one's made it either. When it comes to the situation you're going to be in, when you receive these rations, beggars cannot be choosers, and something is better than nothing. So, yeah. It's the bare minimum. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you already haven't. And until next time, y'all have a good one.